The besieged Syrian town Daraa has received aid from the Red Cross. Russia's defense ministry said it had coordinated a 48-hour local ceasefire with Syrian authorities and the U.S. to secure the humanitarian aid delivery to the rebel-held suburb of Damascus. CCTV's William Denzelo reports.
Well, the timing of all this seen as incredibly significant. Russia's defense ministry described this 48-hour ceasefire as a regime of calm. Of course, this is the first time for them 4,000 or so people in the town of Daraa that will be accessing humanitarian aid. Another incredibly significant thing is that June 1st was the deadline set by the International Syrian Support Group to have aid come in to these besieged areas via land. If that deadline had been missed, then the UN to consider airdrops that are seen as far less effective means of getting aid to these besieged areas. Of course, the United Nations has repeatedly called on the Syrian government to allow aid into these areas. There's a case just last month where the UN say that soldiers refused baby milk from being allowed into the Damascus suburb. So certainly for people on the ground, a huge relief that aid is coming through. Now, there is also, of course, the question of what this means in terms of the peace process. UN envoy to Syria, Staffan de Mistura, said that he wanted to see humanitarian aid access improve in order for peace talks to get kick-started again. However, the issue of fighting in Syria remains a real sticking point. He said that last week, he certainly said that there won't be any more returning to the negotiating table for at least 2 or 3 weeks as fighting continues to escalate in Syria. Of course, just this week, Russia has been accused of airstrikes in Idlib province. That's something they vehemently deny, but it's just another setback in those hopes of getting the peace talks up and running once again. William Denzelo, CCTV, Moscow.